Ever wondered why acing an interview as a freelancer seems more challenging than a traditional job interview? It's because as a freelancer, you're not just a prospective employee. You're a business owner, a service provider, and you're in a perpetual state of pitching, selling, and negotiation. The interview process, therefore, is a whole new ballgame. When you're a freelancer, the interview isn't just about assessing whether you're a good fit for a team or a company culture. It becomes a platform for you to sell your services effectively. It's about convincing the client that you are the solution to their problem. It's about demonstrating that you can deliver high-quality work, on time, every time. But the struggle doesn't end there. As a freelancer, you also need to negotiate your rates. This is a delicate dance that requires a fine balance between knowing your worth and understanding the client's budget. It's about articulating the value you bring to the table, while also ensuring that you're not underselling your skills and services. The freelancer's interview struggle also extends to showcasing flexibility and reliability. Clients want to know that you can adapt to changing circumstances, that you can meet tight deadlines, and that you can be trusted to deliver even when you're not physically present in the office. And let's not forget the unique challenges of remote interviews. With the rise of digital nomadism and remote work, more and more freelancers are finding themselves navigating the nuances of virtual interviews. From ensuring you have a stable internet connection to mastering the art of virtual communication, the remote interview presents its own set of struggles. In a nutshell, the freelancer's interview is a multifaceted process that goes beyond the typical "tell me about yourself" and "where do you see yourself in 5 years?" It's about selling, negotiating, demonstrating, and adapting. It's about proving that you are the best choice for the job every single time. So how do you navigate these unique struggles? How do you ace the freelancer's interview? Stay tuned to discover practical tactics to overcome these challenges. First things first, freelancers need to master the art of selling their services. Just as an artist paints a picture or a musician composes a melody, you are crafting a narrative around your skills and capabilities. It's your job to make the value of your services crystal clear, and to do so, you must learn to communicate effectively. Communication is the key that unlocks the door to successful freelancing. Without it, your potential clients may not understand the depth of your expertise or the breadth of your experience. So how do you communicate effectively? Start by showcasing your portfolio. A well-curated portfolio is a visual testament to your skills. It's the proof in the pudding that you can deliver what you promise. Whether you're a graphic designer with a stunning array of logos, a writer with a collection of compelling articles, or a coder with a repertoire of sleek websites, your portfolio is your silent salesperson. But remember, it's not just about presenting your work, it's about telling the story behind it. Share the challenges you overcame, the strategies you employed, and the results you achieved. This narrative will help your potential clients understand the value you can bring to their projects. Next, tailor your pitch to each client's specific needs. No two clients are the same, and each will have unique requirements. Understand these needs and highlight how your skills can address them. This personalized approach shows your commitment to delivering bespoke solutions, and not just off-the-shelf services. Lastly, be confident. Confidence is infectious. If you believe in your abilities and the value of your services, so will your potential clients. But remember, confidence is not about boasting or exaggerating your skills. It's about being honest, straightforward, and assertive in your communication. Remember, you're not just offering a service, you're providing a solution to your client's problem. So, sell your services with the confidence of a problem solver, the creativity of an artist, and the precision of a craftsman. And with these tips, you're well on your way to mastering the art of selling your services. Next up, let's tackle the often daunting task of negotiating rates. It's a tricky dance, isn't it? You want to be paid what you're worth, but you also don't want to scare clients away with a sky-high figure. Well, fear not. With some research, a clear pricing structure, and a dash of confidence, you can navigate this maze with grace. Start by researching market rates. This isn't about setting your price based on what others are charging, but about understanding the landscape. Browse websites, forums, and freelance platforms to get a sense of what people in your field, with your level of experience, are charging. This will give you a ballpark figure to work with. Once you have that, it's time to present a clear and fair pricing structure. Be transparent about your rates and what they include. Whether you charge by the hour, per project, or have a retainer fee, Ensure the client understands exactly what they're getting for their money. This not only helps avoid misunderstandings down the line, but also builds trust. But what if the client balks at your rates? That's where negotiation comes in. It's important to negotiate confidently without underselling yourself. Remember, you are not just selling your time, you're selling your expertise, your skills, and the value you bring to the project. Don't be afraid to stand your ground. If a client insists on a lower rate, it's okay to say no. It's better to walk away from a deal that doesn't value your work appropriately than to accept less than you're worth. However, negotiation is not about winning or losing. It's about finding a middle ground where both parties feel they are getting a fair deal. So be open to compromise, but never at the expense of devaluing your work. Lastly, always remember that your rates are not set in stone. They should evolve as you gain more experience, skills, and clients. Regularly review and adjust your rates to ensure they reflect the current market and your growing expertise. A fair price for your services reflects your professionalism and the value you bring to the table. So don't be shy about asking for what you're worth. It's not just good business. It's a sign of respect for yourself and your craft. Now, how can you prove to potential clients that you're flexible and reliable? This is a question that has likely crossed your mind at one point or another. Let's dive into this topic and uncover some strategies that can help you demonstrate these valuable qualities. Let's start with reliability. This is a trait that every client values, but how can you show that you're reliable? Well, one of the most effective ways is to let your past work speak for itself. If you've consistently delivered high-quality work on time, make sure to highlight this in your portfolio. Include specific examples of projects where you've met or exceeded expectations. And don't hesitate to ask previous clients for testimonials. These can be incredibly powerful in showcasing your reliability. But what if you're just starting out and don't have a lot of past work to show? That's where clear communication comes into play. Make sure you're upfront with your clients about what you can do, how you plan to do it, and when they can expect results. By setting realistic expectations and then meeting them, you'll quickly build a reputation for reliability. Now let's talk about flexibility. This is another trait that clients highly value. But how can you show that you're flexible? The key here is to understand your client's needs and then tailor your services to meet those needs. This might mean adjusting your working hours to accommodate different time zones or learning a new skill to better serve a client's project. It could also mean being open to feedback and willing to make changes to your work if needed. The bottom line is this: flexibility isn't just about being able to adapt to new situations. It's also about being willing to go the extra mile to ensure that your client is satisfied. So whether it's through your past work, your communication skills, or your ability to tailor your services, make sure to showcase your flexibility and reliability in every interaction with potential clients. Remember, your reliability and flexibility can set you apart from the competition. So make sure to leverage these traits to your advantage. Remote interviews, a common scenario for freelancers, can have their own set of challenges. But don't let that intimidate you. With some savvy tips and tricks, you can ace these virtual encounters and land the gig. Let's start with the technical aspect. Your interview platform is your stage, so ensure it's set up correctly. Check your internet connection, camera, and audio equipment well in advance. Make sure your username is professional and your profile photo is appropriate. Consider having a backup plan, such as an alternate device or location in case of technical glitches. Now let's talk about your environment. A cluttered background or noisy surroundings can be distracting for the interviewer. Find a quiet, well-lit space with a neutral background. Remember, you want the focus to be on you, not on the pile of laundry in the corner. Presentation is key in a remote interview. Dress professionally as if you were meeting in person. Maintain eye contact by looking into the camera, not at the screen. This creates a more personal connection with the interviewer. Communication in a remote setting can be tricky, but it's absolutely crucial. Be clear, concise, and articulate. Avoid using jargon or overly technical language unless necessary. Practice active listening. Show empathy and patience if there are delays or misunderstandings due to connectivity issues. Building rapport in a virtual setting might seem daunting, but it's not impossible. Start the conversation with a warm greeting. Show genuine interest in the other person and the company. Use positive body language. Remember, a smile can be seen and felt even through a screen. Lastly, keep in mind that remote interviews are not just about selling your skills, but also about showcasing your adaptability and comfort with technology. This is your chance to demonstrate that you can work effectively in a remote setup. With preparation and practice, you can shine in remote interviews just as you would in person. So, gear up, log in, and let your talent speak volumes. You've got this. Rejection is a part of the freelancing world. How do you handle it? No one likes rejection. It stings, it's disappointing. But in the freelancing world, it's part and parcel of the journey. The trick is not to let it get you down, but to use it as a stepping stone towards success. Firstly, perceive rejection as a learning opportunity. When one door closes, another one opens, right? Well, in our case, when one job declines, it's a chance to reflect and adapt. Every rejection is a hidden lesson, a nudge towards improvement. It's not about you, but about finding the right fit. Secondly, don't shy away from asking for feedback. It might be uncomfortable, but it's the best way to understand why you were passed over. Was it the rate, your skill set, the way you presented your portfolio? The client's feedback gives you valuable insights to refine your pitch and approach for the next potential client. Moreover, maintain a positive mindset. Easier said than done, I know. But remember, you're not alone. Every freelancer has faced rejection, even the most successful ones. It's a rite of passage. Rejection does not define you or your worth. It's merely a temporary setback on the road to success. One practical tip to keep your spirits high is to celebrate small victories. Landed an interview? That's a win. Got positive feedback? Another win. Each small achievement is a step in the right direction, a testament to your progress. Lastly, don't forget to keep the bigger picture in mind. Freelancing is a long game. It's about building relationships, honing skills, and carving out a niche for yourself. One rejection, or even several, doesn't spell the end of your freelancing career. It's just a plot twist in your unique journey. So take a deep breath, dust yourself off, and get back out there. Because every rejection is just a stepping stone to the perfect opportunity. Remember, every no brings you one step closer to a yes. Let's quickly recap the key points we've covered. The struggle of the freelancer's interview is real, but remember, it's all about selling your services. Make sure to highlight your skills in a way that aligns with the needs of your potential clients. Negotiating your rates is equally important. Know your worth and don't be afraid to ask for it. Being flexible and reliable is a huge advantage in the freelance world. Show your potential clients that you can adapt to changes and always deliver on time. Remote interviews can be tricky, but with preparation and a bit of practice, you'll be able to navigate them like a pro. And finally, dealing with rejection is part of the journey. Don't let it discourage you. Instead, use it as an opportunity to learn and improve. With these tips in your toolkit, you're well equipped to ace your next freelance interview. Good luck!